Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's up? Okay, so I have a question for you, pal. We talked before. Obviously, you're the pastor guy, and you
Uh-huh.
messaged me. You said, "I'm sorry that you were raised on the NIV satanic version of the Bible, which gives you a divine feminine spirit lens of
Uh-huh.
looking at the world. So when you see slavery and slave, you look at it very feminized, and I understand why." I'd like to ask, how is it in any way, shape, or form feminized or feminine in order to be against owning other people as property?
Can I ask you one question?
No, you can answer my question first.
Yeah. Wonderful. Um, what does it matter to own something or anybody?
Something or somebody? There's a huge difference there, pal.
What really does it matter?
Because it matters to the person who's being owned as property.
Right, under whose worldview? What
Under it,
stand
you don't need a
what foundation?
worldview. Wait, hold on. You don't need a worldview to know that you yourself don't want to be a slave.
So you yourself, on what foundation is it wrong?
I don't want to suffer.
You yourself don't want to
I'm
suffer.
laying this out for you in like the most kindergarten way
As
possible
your
here.
master, as your master, I'm going to feed you so you don't suffer.
No, I'm suffering by working and I'm losing my autonomy.
No. You won't have to work since if you're losing your autonomy, you feel that way. You won't have to work. I'll let you write books.
That's not what anything happened in the Bible.
I'm telling you what I'm going to do in this present moment.
Okay, well, you can make up like a
I'm going to let
fantasy
you be on the.
idea of like a
That's what
perfect
you're doing.
slave
You're
scenario.
making up
It
a
doesn't
fantasy
matter,
world.
dude. No, I'm not. I'm referencing the Bible for you. Okay.
Yeah, you want
The
to live in
Bible
a Star
said,
Trek world.
no. The
Hey,
Bible
Star
said,
Trek.
hold
Star
on.
Trek. Star Trek.
So you're admitting that the Bible is a fantasy?
No.
Okay, because the Bible said, from the nations around you, you may buy slaves. And then in Exodus, it said, if you beat the slave and they recover in a day or two, it's
How
fine
deep
because
is
the
your
slave is your
eschatology,
property. So
Hunter?
I'm not giving you a fantasy
Hunter.
or Star Trek or anything like that. I'm giving you the actual
You are.
Bible.
No. What you want to do is get into this Star Trek fantasy world. What I want you to do is come to reality. How bloody is your everyday life? Do you live with a wife?
No.
Do you have children?
No, you're not. None of this has anything to do with this. How is it
No,
feminine
it
or
does. Let's come to
womanly to
reality.
think that it is
To
wrong
reality.
to own other human
All right.
beings as property? Can you please explain how that is womanly?
Yes, because you get this emotional attachment to it, where it's like you pull on heartstrings. Look, it's so sad that this happens, that this happens, that this happens. You get this like emotional mommy heartstring. It's like, let's get to
Okay, so I
reality.
see
We
the
got work
first
to
problem
do
that you
here as
have is
men.
you think that empathy is the antithesis to logic
We
and
have work to
rationale,
do as
which is
men,
actually not
Hunter.
true at all. In fact,
Hunter.
virtually all of our laws and understanding of morality ultimately stems from a general understanding of empathy that we have towards other
I have
people.
empathy
For
for sympathy.
example,
My wife
I
sits right
have
here
my
with me.
car. I don't want my car to get stolen.
Here
Therefore,
we
I
go with the
also
car thing.
recognize
I've
it would be
heard this.
bad if I stole somebody
No,
else's
Hunter.
car.
Hunter, you say this all the time. Please stop. You do
Well,
this car
I say
theory all
this
the
all the
time.
time because you're not giving me anything new.
Stop. I'm about to give you something new if you would just listen. If you would listen to your elder sometimes, you would understand life.
If you're my
Stop fighting with
elders,
your
then I'm
mom, start fighting
fucked.
with your dad, listen to your ex-wife,
If you're
and
my elder,
everything
then
you
I'm
would listen.
fucked, pal.
I'm an elder millennial. If you would listen to me, you would understand something in life.
Okay. Go ahead. How's it feminine?
Okay? Okay. Just you arguing alone shows your femininity. Like just listen to a man sometimes. Step aside and just listen, Hunter.
I'm listening to you right now. Yeah, I definitely understand what you mean.
But you're still talking like my daughter does. You're not listening. You're not giving me time to think about what I'm about to tell you.
No,
Men do that.
I'm thinking about how
You want
you
to sit and get in
sound
these like
just like
battles,
what
like
you're trying
calm
to accuse
down,
me of sounding
calm
like.
down, calm down a little bit. Let's get into a man conversation here.
Yeah, I've been asking you a very manly question, which is how is it womanly to be against owning other human beings as property?
I'm trying to bring you to a manly conversation instead of asking me a womanly question. I'm
That's
going
not
to
a
ask you
womanly
one
question.
question.
I'm asking you to clarify
Can I
like a
ask you
man,
one
a big
question?
man.
Hunter, can I ask you one question?
Uh-huh.
One question. Do you know why rabbits poop in little pellets? Yes or no?
Because
It's a yes or no question, no Google.
yes, I know, because the unicorn consumed a leprechaun and then that's how it happened.
Here we go. It's a
You're
simple
asking me
question.
a
Do
bunch
you
of
know yes or
stupid
no?
shit, dude, and you're not answering my question. I'm going to keep
I
treating you like a
just want to
fucking
know.
idiot until you answer my
Thank you
question.
for showing me your hand. Thank you for
How?
showing
Yeah,
me your hand. Do you know
you're
why
welcome.
rabbits
Gladly, yes.
tell it?
Because I actually have confidence in what I
It
believe,
shows that
unlike you.
do
You sound
not
like a
know
weak,
shit.
fragile little beta
You don't know
who's too
shit. You
afraid
don't
to
know.
actually confront what your Bible says,
I'm
and
trying to
instead you
answer
want to
you.
claim that it's just womanly to be against
You
slavery.
want to argue with me?
You're
Continue
kidding
on to argue
yourself.
like my children, like just it's sad. It just talk
It
to me
must be
like a
really
man.
sad that you constantly lose debates to your kids then, if they argue like me.
I do, and I humble myself.
Okay, then maybe you should humble yourself now.
Okay, I want to listen to you, Hunter. I want to learn.
Okay. So,
Okay.
do you think that it's good or bad to own other human beings as slaves? Think about your kids.
It's
Would you
good.
like
I think it's good to own my kids.
would you like your kid to be a slave?
No,
Okay. Why?
because my children are mentally not going to be slaves. They're not mentally slaves to their own reality. They understand what's going on. I don't make my kids read the Bible. I don't force them to one form of reality. I give them everything. They're open up to everything. They probably know more about reality than you do.
Okay. So then why is it okay then to enslave other people on that same basis? Those people also have an
Nobody
understanding of reality.
enslaved nobody. Most people, if you look at
In the
history,
Bible, when
Hunter,
God said it was
I'm going to
okay.
the Bible. Can you just listen for once? In the Bible, let's go to the Bible. Most people, if you look at Jewish history and when the Old Testament was written, they were talking about people that enslaved themselves because they were indebted. They didn't know how to conduct themselves in life, so they indebted themselves. Now you can get into all these different Bible verses and numbers and all these different retardations that man has put onto scripture. It's silly, Hunter, that you want to sit here and get in all these illegitimate arguments when you know the truth.
There's
You know
different
it before
kinds
everybody
of
else.
slavery, dude. In the Bible, like you're
Right?
right.
You want to
There
get into
are different kinds.
Amidala slavery.
No,
You
because
want
there
to
are
get into
different.
that wolf
No, no, because
slavery.
I'm
You want
actually
to get
not.
into
Hold
that
on, wait,
pig
calm down, calm
slavery.
down. Yo,
Shows your
chill.
mentality,
Yo,
sir.
I think bro, your estrogen is like peaking mad right now. Like, calm down. Okay,
You're
your
right.
panties are in a twist.
Sometimes
Take a deep breath. Okay,
my
there
wife
are
tells me
different
sometimes
types of
female
slaveries
estrogen
in the
build up in
Bible.
me. You're right.
Hold on. There are times
Go
in
ahead.
the Bible specifically that it does reference, yes, people that would sell themselves into slavery. That is a legitimate form of slavery. At the time, that was also in the Bible, yes. However, the specific verse I talk about is not that. It's talking about buying people from the nations around you and how you can beat them. How if you give them a wife and they have kids and then you set that slave free, that the
What
kid
did
and the
it tell
wife is
you
now the
after? What
property
would
of the
happen
master.
to you after you beat your slave? What would happen to you?
If your slave doesn't
What
die
did
as
it
a
say?
direct result, then you go
What happens
unpunished.
if your slave dies?
Wait, so that's your line?
No,
If
what
you
happens?
kill your slave,
What happens?
the master would be punished.
Death to the master, right?
And what happens if the master beats the fuck out of his slave, but his slave doesn't die as a
Why would
result?
someone be beat, Hunter? Why did you get beat as a kid?
Wait, you're not about to start justifying abuse, right? Are you going to say,
I am, absolutely.
wait, are you going to start saying because they weren't working? Because their autonomy was stripped away from them originally, which is why they're being beat.
You don't know that. You weren't there. You weren't there.
You don't know either.
I do.
No, you
I
don't.
read history, Hunter. You don't.
No, you don't. I have the divine feminine spirit within me that gives me a very specific look of the Bible, and I'm able to interpret it in ways that no other man has been able to before me.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I see where you're going with this, and I love it. Hunter, I find you awesome, brother. I appreciate the conversation. I don't think we'll ever see eye to eye on.
Well, no, because you're like Alice lost in Wonderland, pal.
No,
you're making all sorts
not.
of weird justifications for slavery. You believe the Bible still. Like, I can't really help you much from there. Like, you're Alice lost in Wonderland. You're Mary's little lamb just bawing for help.
Because I vote for Kamala, do you still hate me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Why?
Because I'm not a group thinking idiot who's just going to be like, oh, anybody votes Kamala, I am their friend. No, you still hold a bunch of dumb fuck beliefs. I don't care if you vote Kamala.
You know why I vote for Kamala?
Why?
Because I own 2 companies as a landscaper and a roofer, and then I
I thought you were going to say you own 2 slaves.
No, because I have people that I employ, and they're, happen to be Spanish origin. So, I'm able to speak Spanish to them. So I'm able to literally employ 114 people, right?
You should ask them how they would feel about being enslaved.
They love me. They love me as their worker, as their boss. I come in and I show them how to work. I buy them their tools, and the only reason why they're here is because Marla let them in. So because of her influx of that, my company has grown exponentially. So I'm voting
Maybe
for
you should
Kamala.
ask.
I went from,
Maybe you should ask them how they would feel about being slaves.
they love it.
They would love to be slaves.
They love
Aren't they
it right
working there
now.
for money?
Yeah, but I house them. I do everything for them.
Okay, I don't even know what else to say. It kind of sounds like you almost want slaves. Like, I don't even know what to fucking say, dude. I'm
Look up
partially
Triplet
like,
Plantation. You'll know everything.
what?
Look up Triplet Plantation, Alexander, Virginia. You'll understand everything I'm talking about.
All right, I'll look it up right now. Bye. Dude, this retard is trolling at this point? No, he's literally not. I'm trolling him, which is why it was so funny. If you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member today. Members get early access to videos, access to all the stream VODs, and exclusive access to emotes as well. So if you'd like to support the channel, become a member today.